Program here on Cool 97 FM. This morning we've got three guests joining us, including singers Jahmali and McKada, as well as a writer Kwame McPherson. They've all got projects in the works. Plus, we'll hear a bit about their creative journeys and what else is to come. Hi, Edson. Everybody looking on a little screen will see little Edson pop up in the back. All right, so it's not magic. He's actually here. So, let's see now. Jahmali first made his way into the classroom as a teacher before stepping to the sound system mic in the 80s and 90s. That's a story there. So with an ever-present current of consciousness in his music, he would go on to sing for the likes of King Jammy, Fatis Burrell, and others before achieving success with hit singles and 5 studio albums, his latest being Pleasant Place, which was released in 2023. This morning, he's got even newer music for us, all while continuing to champion a conscious message. Also with us this morning, singer-songwriter, repeat guest on Cool 97 FM, McKada, for whom music has been a driving force in her life, a vibrant and engaging performer. She brings a commanding presence to the stage. She's been a finalist in the JCDC Festival Song Competition, and we heard that the last time, and has continued to make her mark on the music scene with consistent releases and performances. She has an EP on the way. And this morning, she brings us her latest ear-catching single, Psst. Taking a stand against the harassment of women, all while chanting for body autonomy. Heck! Sorry for them. All right, now, Kwame McPherson is an authorpreneur. There's a new one for you. He's a ghost writer.
Yeah.
No, he ain't no ghost writer. He's right here. And book coach, assisting others who are new to writing to write and publish their own books. Kwame won the Commonwealth Short Story Prize for Jamaica, the Caribbean region, and globally in 2023. It means he can string 2 sentences together. He's the 4th Jamaican to win the award for the region and the first to do so internationally. Kwame makes a stop inside of Live Tuesday this morning ahead of his trip to Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates for the Abu Dhabi International Book Fair, where he will be representing the Caribbean. A cool welcome to our guests this morning.
Yeah, she needs a welcome, man. Clap, you know,
Clap him! Clap him!
Thank you.
All right, so that's what we got inside of Live Tuesday this morning. I need to let you know that the first segment is brought to you by our kind sponsors, the official caterers of Live Tuesday, Ashanti Oasis Vegetarian Catering. Now, don't forget to ask about their vegan veggie balls at all major supermarkets island-wide and order your delicious all-vegan fruit cakes from Yvonne. Here's the number, 876-458-9859. Keymix Audio, the mix is key. They've provided PA system and audio support. And in addition to listening to Live Tuesday on Cool 97 FM, you can also watch a delayed broadcast, of this and other episodes by visiting KOOL97fm.com and clicking the Live Tuesday tile. So, let's go first to a reading from Kwame McPherson, and then we're going to get a chance to speak with him.
Okohe, O-C-O-E-E. I was indecisive about whether to halt or whether I had enough gas, junk food, and music. On my cast player, Michael Jackson was singing about Ben. I liked that movie as a kid. I loved the Jacksons even more. Still, I needed to have a rest, use a washroom, and stretch my legs. The sun was going down, and I would have been miles ahead of where I was if it hadn't been for the delay. One tire puncture was easier to deal with than 2, a headache I did not need. But one I had to deal with nonetheless, taking hours rather than minutes from my schedule. To say I was peeved would be an understatement. I made up my mind that the next town would be the place I laid my head for the night, especially with that creeping tiredness touching my eyes, which drooped a few times with the intention to close. I fought against it as best I could. I wanted some hot food. The last time I had eaten properly was 5 hours earlier, and junk food was not healthy at the best of times. A large moon shone like a massive spotlight, illuminating a barren landscape undulating as far as my eyes could see, dark fissures highlighted by a bright white light. Further to my right, and miles away, a dark, rugged line seemed to follow me, a continuous ragged mountain range. Its name escaped me. To my left was nothing but complete emptiness and that up and down land. Michael was now living off the wall, and my fingers tapped the beat on the steering wheel. I always enjoyed him, my favorite artist in the whole world. Glancing at my GPS, I couldn't see any town for miles around. I imagined that, if there was one, it'd be like the many I had already passed. Small, with strip malls on both sides of the highway, and a cafe, a greasy eatery for truckers, and short-stay passes through, a gas station, pharmacy, and the inevitable sheriff's station. The school or hospital would be miles away, and not easily seen from the highway. Suddenly, a ping! I glanced at the notification. A blob that had not been there before appeared on my GPS. The name of the place was Okohi. I squinted. There was a town up ahead. I could see the lights on the horizon, and the outlines of buildings. Its name made no impression on me. It sounded like one of those haunted places always found in the back of some beyond. I snickered at my own joke. I was not that way inclined to be afraid of the dark, and had only heard about that stuff growing up in the Caribbean. Grandpops told us young ones about Rolling Calf, the Lonely Woman, and Black Heart Man. His stories freaked out my sister and brother, but I was always cool. Now an ex-army man, and seeing all that I have seen on my tours, I was certain I would not be scared of any haunted place or people. But I was only fooling myself. There were many nights when sleep was hard to come. I laughed even louder listening to Michael face a thrilling night. I must have been less than a mile from the town when blinking blue and red lights suddenly flashed in my rear view. I had not seen them creep up on me, and must have missed the cruiser's headlights. Maybe I was lost with Michael in the lady in my life. Well, in his life. My lady was nowhere around. I had learned from experience never to stop on lonely dark roads. One night, in the city, against years of knowing and my better judgment, I had stopped for a cop car that had trailed me for over 5 blocks. They said it was a regular stop, and they demanded my ID, which I refused to give. Instead, I held onto my work ID and shoved it into their faces, because I knew my constitutional rights. They threatened me with arrest. According to them, I was obstructing an investigation. Someone fitting my description had robbed a liquor store and was seen running away. Bear in mind, I was walking home at that time, had my work ID slung from a lanyard around my neck. I was always also carrying a heavy rucksack on my back. Nevertheless, one of the officers decided he was going to handcuff me. I never saw the inside of their cruiser. Let's just say they came off worse, and I got off from having a police record or even seeing the inside of a jail. My ancestors definitely were with me then, through a superb lawyer. The headlamps and strobe lights flooded my rear view. I kept on at a reasonable pace, not speeding, waiting my rental car to reach the town's street lights. I was just on the outskirts of Okohi when the cruiser sped up, overtook me, and skidded to a stop just in front of my car, blocking my way. I screeched to a halt. I waited to be approached by the cop or cops, but nobody came from the cruiser. I had glanced at my dashboard clock just as I had slammed on the brakes, and now saw that 5 minutes had elapsed. I wondered what they were waiting for. Trying to make me sweat? Running my vehicle's plate? I gave it another 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Finally, I watched both doors slowly open and 2 state troopers alight. They walked over confidently, one officer tall and thin, and the other short and fat. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. I chuckled. With their flashlights blinding me and about a meter from my front windows, the taller one stood back and shouted, "Let me see your hands!" I stuck them out my window. The fat one worked his way to the passenger side, brilliant light brightening my car's interior. "Where you headed, boy?" Boy, I thought. Is this not 2023? "Do you need to see my driver's license and documents?" I asked. I was not about to call him sir or rise to the bait. "I asked you a question, boy." Boy, again? "Do you need to see my papers?" I demanded. "I do the telling here, boy." 3rd time. I said nothing, my hand still out the window. I knew how these traffic stops frequently went. I could already see tomorrow's news headlines. That is, if anyone ever heard about my passing, or should I say killing. I was in the boonies, nowhere in particular. No other vehicle around, nothing but a wide expanse of empty land, and a town away in the distance. I was alone and isolated, but I was not scared. During the last Gulf War, there was an incident in which my unit and I became separated in the Iraqi desert. I happened on an Iraqi patrol. After a brief firefight, I needed to evade capture, which meant being stealthy and doing grotesque stuff to careless stragglers. I had seen too much on my tour, death a constant companion. I had been scared then.
Well, Okay. Okoi. All right. So if you're just joining us and you're hearing stories on Cool 97 FM already, our guest is Kwame McPherson. He's the first of the three guests we'll have inside of Live Tuesday. So now, let's quiz him.
Yeah, right.
All right. Firstly, a good morning to you.
Good morning.
Why are stories and storytelling important to you?
Because the world thrives on stories. There's stories around us every single day, every single minute, every single second of the day. You also have to look around and you see stories, whether they're visual, whether they're oral, and it's important because stories also have a historical content or concept, because stories come from way beyond, and we have them today, and we're going to have them tomorrow. So stories have a way of impacting people in terms of their state, with emotional state, mental state, even physical state. So stories are important to me, and it's important to other storytellers, and as I can imagine, that we can relay a message that we like other people to learn from. So I think stories, like I said, they're integral to how we live today. You know.
So, all right. So, what kinds of stories do you find you're most drawn to write? Because as you're relating this occurrence in Okoye, I don't know if it is fictional, non-fictional, but the reality of it, though, because what you're telling us is topical.
Yeah.
We've seen far too many versions of that in the news. So it's riveting.
Yeah.
It's anyone who has a social conscience. Right. It's a riveting story. So is that the kind of material that you're drawn to? Do you recreate these stories, or are they based on the realities around you?
They are, and they're a mixture. So a lot of my story comes from an African-centered perspective, which means that the protagonist is African in terms of African Caribbean, African American, and that's important in terms of my storytelling, because that way a reader can engage with the story. So for me, it's a way of so I write across various genres. I write Western, I write sci-fi, I write romance, thriller, historical fiction. So I write across various genres, and in every single one of them, my protagonists are African Caribbean, African American. And the reason for that is because I want to relay, and they are topical, but all of them are topical, and I'm bringing different aspects of life. So for example, politics, geopolitics, history. So all of that comes into my storytelling, because it's important to relay stories in such a way that people can relate to, and that's the reason why my story and my characters tend to be African.
And not only that, somehow I believe that you're also drawing and documenting history.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, that's correct. That's
history in the process. Now, what can you tell us about work that you have in progress? And then we're going to get to the whole passport and the Abu Dhabi trip and all of that
all right.
good stuff. And okay, let's tackle the first part of it before we go to our commercial break. What are you working on now?
I'm working on the longer version to Okoye. And Okoye is a real town in Florida. It was a lot of people didn't know, even the judges themselves didn't know when I won the Commonwealth, is that late 19th century, early 20th century, there were a lot of black towns. In America, where the towns were actually either half and half white or half black, or they were entirely black. Majority of them, but all of them, were burnt to the ground. And there were all of them, if you look at them, and there were over 20 towns that were in America that were solely black, or like I said, half and half. And there were a lot of massacres that took place. Okoye is a real town in Florida, to the west of Orlando, which actually exists today. But you wouldn't know that it was a black town, because there was a massacre that took place, and the black people were driven out. So what I'm doing now is writing a longer version to that in terms of a book. So because it's required by some interests that I guess I can touch on. But in addition to writing a novel to that, I'm also writing a few other novels that I have in the pipeline. So I have about 3 or 4 books going on at the go at the moment.
Goodness. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I think we should just take a break right now, go to our commercials, and then return and have the rest of this conversation with our guest.
the shortlisted ones who become and it's basically Alkaline and other stories winners of the Commonwealth Short Story Prize 2023, and it has the 5 winners, regional winners, as well as me as the global winner. But it's available from the Commonwealth Foundation for free.
Right, so get inspired. Temperature check is brought to you by Care Connect Medical and Urgent Care Center.
Live from the Cool 97 FM studios, it's the latest in music, views, and interviews. It's Live Tuesday. Live from the Cool Studios, 7 to 9 a.m., April 22. Jahmali returns with a spiritual sound. Plus, writer Kwame McPherson heads to Abu Dhabi. Then it's McKada with fiery social commentary.
Every day I just
That's Live Tuesday, April 22, from 7 to 9 a.m., hosted by Dianne Thomas and Michael Thompson. It's all happening on Cool 97 FM and cool97fm.com. And brought to you by Ashanti Oasis Vegetarian Catering, Alkavida Alkaline Drinking Water, and Keymix Audio. Live Tuesday on Cool 97 FM, getting to the root of the music.
This is Cool 97 FM, and we say hi to you if you're just joining us. We're inside of Live Tuesday, and this particular segment of the show, I just should let you know, is brought to you by Alkavida Alkaline Drinking Water. Improve your water, improve your health. Bottled by Health Creation Industries, White Mile, St. Catherine. Their telephone number 876-649-0386. So we're going to continue our conversation with Mr. Kwame McPherson, who is an author, right? So we're listening to him and his first reading from the book.
Yeah, compilation.
Okohi. Right. So, and that is that's a compilation of short stories.
Yes, it is.
So it includes his work, as well as the other persons whose works were shortlisted for the Commonwealth Short Story Prize in 2023. And this, we understand, is available for free from
the Commonwealth Foundation.
The Commonwealth Foundation.
Yeah.
All right, so if you're really into books, maybe you'd like to add that to your collection. And it's neat. It's a pocket-sized book.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okohi.
It's a Cherokee Indian word, yeah.
So let us find out now. You have been selected to represent Jamaica, the Caribbean, on this global stage.
Yep.
So you've been invited clear across the world to the United Arab Emirates to not only share your work, but to represent the region in the Abu Dhabi International Book Fair. How are you feeling right now? Better yet, how did you feel when you realized that's where you were going?
Well, to be honest, I've been to Buckingham Palace and I met the Queen and all of that. So
really?
Yeah. It's an honor. You know
it's
what
way
I mean?
up there, eh?
Yeah, it is. I'm humbled by it, and I get to understand this is the space that I'm moving in now. You know, this is the space that I'm operating in.
Cool.
So it's a blessing in that sense, and I'm humbled by it, and I'm honored by it because I'm representing Jamaica and the Caribbean. You know, I'm excited.
So how long is this? When does this book fair, the International Book Fair, take place?
All right, it starts on Saturday and it goes on to the 6th of May, 5th of May. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah. So and it's going to be Saturday is the pivotal day apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be leading this workshop, and then on top of that, I've been invited to Dubai for a couple of TV interviews. So even that's happening. As well, I'm going to meet Her Highness Mohammed, someone. So
you better find out before.
No, I don't have the name.
That could become a diplomatic incident.
No. The name is so long that's why I know. Yeah, there you go. See, Shika. Her Highness Shika. I'm going to be meeting her and having a discussion with her. So all those things are taking place, and it's wonderful to be in this space and to represent really.
But just a thought: when you go to a place like that, Abu Dhabi, when you get there, your creative instinct take over? Do you start things come to you to start maybe doing writing somewhere there.
Could be, yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. I'm gonna have the time to do that. So, and like I said, I do continue writing. I still write short stories. You know what I mean? I even though I'm writing novels, I continue to
You
write.
know, I make a suggestion like as well. Jamaica and the diaspora, right?
Yeah.
Diaspora. If you could make linkages with them, Jamaica and
Yeah, man. You know, I've already done that. You know, so yeah, man, it's in process. So yeah. So yeah, man. So there are a lot of things, a lot of activities going to be taking place.
It's a great youth, man.
I kind of want to going on a KC.
As you say that, though, you know, the whole KC, Calabar, not necessarily rivalry, but the strength of their past students.
Yeah.
Have you ever written a short story about perhaps your days at Calabar?
Not yet.
You see,
You know, not yet.
You know?
Because everything I've written so far. Funny enough, I had not even written anything personal in terms of my own journey until my last book, which is my date with depression, because I went through depression while I was living in Canada. So I haven't done that yet, but it does come out in the writing. You know what I mean? In terms, not from a personal perspective, but probably in the third person. But yeah, I haven't explored that yet. And saying that, even in high school, I didn't do any writing, whereas my brother was more successful than I was. I only started writing when I left Jamaica and went back to the UK. I just want to know. So my brother in high school was winning awards. I wasn't even writing then. Okay. So I was the only one.
Well, you know, I kind of love just to get away with that. Listen, hold on. You know, I paid your compliment.
Yeah.
But let me say this now. I paid your compliment earlier.
No, I don't take it graciously.
No, but I have to say this, right? But remember, I paid your compliment, and I said, if I hadn't seen you, right. Your voice reminded me of Ed Wallace, a great KC Jamaican.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
So, and he's a prolific writer and storyteller and playwright.
Yeah.
So when you say what you said, you know, you didn't know, so excuse you.
Okay, all right.
Excuse you.
I take that graciously, all right.
But we here at Cool 97 FM wish you the very best.
Thank you.
In terms of success, safety, enjoy your time in Abu Dhabi and Dubai. And I'm sure you're going to run into several Jamaicans because they're there.
Yes, they are.
Already in their numbers.
Yes,
but have fun.
Thank you.
Represent well.
Thank you.
And come back home with lots of stories to tell.
Oh, yeah.
All right? Whether in written or oral form. So thanks for being our guest on Cool 97.
Thank you for the opportunity.
You know, they say forward ever, backward never. Yeah. But let me rephrase it for you. Forward ever, rabble like never.
you know, I can't take this anymore.
Well, that's a matter of opinion, but anyway.
Like you do not run all guests out of studio.
Thank you.
I really wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. You know, and I have to give a shout out, because if I don't give a shout out to Janet, Fagan, she can kill me. So I'll give a shout out, and to everyone else, because I have quite a few people from abroad listening too. So you know.
Okay.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thanks.
You're welcome. All right. So Jamaica will be cheering you on the international stage, and well done. Keep writing.
I enjoyed this interview this morning.
At this point in time, let's see. At Regal Customs Brokers, every shipment is our top priority. We offer hassle-free customs clearance for imports, exports, and transshipments. The time by Regal Customs Brokers is 7:45 a.m. And here on the nation's coolest, Cool 97 FM, we're going to go to our stage, and McKada is going to be performing for us. And then we'll be coming back with the interview with McKada, and naturally more to take you all the way up to 9 o'clock. All right, so in a matter of seconds, McKada will start to entertain you.
Good dawn in Jamaica. This is McKada, McKada, alongside G Sharp. And we are on Cool 97 FM. This one is called Irie. Irie, Irie, I put on some music and I'm cruising through town. You got some business, then please go around me. I'm going slowly. No need no GPS, don't need no plan. I'm roaming freely and stop when my mind feels. Until I meet the wind through the trees. The mission is clear, I'm going away. No work today, it's all about play. Feeling irie, 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 irie. Feeling irie. Drive up to Blue Mountain, dip my foot in the natural fountain. Stop on the hillside and get a little bickle. Put some spring water in my buckle. Today I'm off the clock, not checking no buns or stocks. Clear my calendar, let me wind down me window. The mission is clear, I'm going away. Yeah. No work today, it's all about play. I'm feeling irie, 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 irie. I'm feeling irie, irie. Irie, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Say irie, irie, I'm feeling, I'm feeling, I'm feeling irie. And if you're on your way to work or whatever it is that you have planned for today, just ensure that you do it with love, because love is essential. Love, 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 ooh, love, 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 ooh, yeah. The world is at war, there's pain on every side. For hate to lose, love must win the fight. Brothers and sisters, let us all unite and make love essential, put love on the front line. For the world to change, we all have a part to play, and we can't do this without love. We can't live without love. Every color and shade, we are family. We can't do this without love. We can't live without love. The color of our faces should not separate us. The color in the veins, the same for you and me. Laughter and pain, both are universal. Let the light in you and the light in me agree. For the world to change, we all have a part to play, and we can't do this without love. We can't live without love. Every color and shade, we are family. We can't do this without love. We can't live without love. Jamaica, sing this with me now. Say, have you ever, have you ever, have you ever been in love? Have you ever, have you ever you ever loved someone before? Love somebody before, yeah, yeah. This is McKada, McKada, and you are listening to Cool 97. We're keeping it cool, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Love is essential. Thank you.
So, just to remind you that this segment of the show is sponsored by Alkavida Alkaline Drinking Water. Improve your water, improve your health. Bottled by Health Creation Industries, White Mile, St. Catherine. Telephone 876-649-0386. And right now we're going to get a chance to speak with McKada. She performed for you a while ago, and we're going to get to have a few moments with her as we chit-chat and find out exactly how her career has been going. So welcome once again to Cool 97 FM. How are you?
I am well, Lady Dianne. How are you?
Kind of under the weather, but I'm bearing up. How have you been? What have you been doing? What have you been pursuing since the last time we saw you?
Music, and more music. I call this my planting phase. So I've been doing a lot of groundwork to ensure that we set the foundation properly for the music. So some recordings, a few connects, that type of thing.
Oh, fantastic. The last time you were here, you brought us this song, Conversations. And this time around, you've brought us yet another song, more social commentary. We're talking about something very topical and problematic for gender relations. Now, you want to tell us about the story, how it evolved, why you thought it was necessary to put it into song, and where do you see it going? Do you see it making any impact? So let's hear the whole yaddy yaddy about it.
So first of all, big up G Sharp. G Sharp and myself produced this song. It's distributed by Tough Gang. It was recorded at Tough Gang by Roland. So big up Roland as well, and all the musicians that worked on it, and all the support I've been getting so far. Thank you. Me dey pa ear, so I'm a little bit nervous. So if me forget your name, don't slaughter me. I am thanking you. So that being said, Jamaica, for some reason, I believe in Jamaica. I'm a Jamaican. I'm a Jamaican, Gizzard, Jamaican girl, right? And I feel like there is a lot of work that we need to do at home here. I believe that we're awesome people. However, in the mix of everything from day to day, there are some really rough areas that need to be smoothed out. Now, Jamaican men, they are wonderful, but this catcalling thing is really out of control. Sometimes you can literally feel scared for your life on the road because a lot of men feel entitled to you on the road. And so, Psst was born out of a comment that somebody
And if they're
made.
wondering, what did she just say? Psst is P-S-S-S-T. Right, okay.
Yes. And so, like, you know the sound that the tire make psst when it lose air. And so I had an altercation with a member of the opposite sex some years ago, and I wrote the line after the altercation. Let me tell you this blunt, you can't style me over. And I developed on it in recent times with the help of G Sharp, because I feel like a lot of the interactions, them leave much to be desired. You understand? I think the males, they can change the way that they approach females in the streets. You understand? A lot of our men have it right, you know. We're speaking primarily to those who need some assistance in tailoring their behavior. Right?
I agree with you wholeheartedly. Keep going.
And so, if it is, let's use Half a Tree because Half a Tree is such a hubbub. Right? And so if you're passing through Half a Tree, it ranges from a high to a psst to a grabbing on you. I've literally had men grab me. There was a particular man some years ago, he didn't like, because there are times when if I feel like I'm in a situation where I'm weaker, I shut down So I'm giving no reaction at all. He was upset. He pushed me. When I walk off, he pushed me. Me not do you man nothing. Me never left me yard to come talk to the man. And this is why the lyric says, you're not the reason why I'm left out of my yard. So it's understanding boundaries and realizing that, you know, I've left home on business. I have a life, as do you. My entire presence in this space does not mean that you get access to it at your whim.
Now, you've actually had occasion to perform this song for live audiences. No doubt you've sparked further debate. What are some, in terms of feedback, what are some of the concerns or perspectives that you have garnered from the audiences as they hear this song, perhaps for the first time or on repeat?
Yeah, but we're going to have you hold that question,
yes.
answer, until after the travel update, all right?
Oh, yes, we have that to do too. Okay, so here we go now. Good morning to you and welcome to Cool 97 FM. Our Cool Flight Pack at this time is brought to you by Cool 97. Okay, no sponsor. McKada is our guest in studio, and we're speaking with her about new releases and certainly the feedback that she's received to the song Psst. So good. Just quickly, give us a sense of how audiences have reacted, especially let's look at the male perspective. We know what women more than likely are saying, but the males, what's their response to Psst?
Well, the males, a lot of them, they joke with me about it. They say, "McKada be a true word." But they do resonate with the message, and they say that, you know, it is good that we're singing about these things because men really need to change their approach to women. Yeah. Surprisingly. But it's getting great feedback. To be honest with you, I was more nervous about the Mature Woman because the lyrics, it's very... tongue-in-cheek is the right term? Yeah. So, I thought they would be thinking that it's not, you know, that it should be a little bit more prudish.
Oh,
is
okay.
What but no, they absolutely love it. They love the face, the conversational way, and the message is going across.
Okay. All right. So now talk to us about an EP that we hear you're working on. And what's it looking and feeling like up to this point? What's the mix that we're getting on it?
I was saying to someone last night that I'm just trusting God because there are so many elements that need to come together because, you know, the almighty dollar makes things go faster. And so I'm taking everything in stride. However, one of the main things I've always wanted to do in music is music that motivates. So conversations, so a lot of social commentary, but I want songs that motivate. And the EP will be, I think, one or two of those. And I'm really, really excited about that. I'm really, really excited about that.
So when's it set for release?
I don't have a release date as yet.
Okay.
I'm hoping, fingers crossed, for summer.
Oh, okay. Now, apart from this morning on Live Tuesday, when next and where next can we catch you?
All right, so Woodland Festival, and I need everyone in the reach of my voice to get a ticket today. Woodland Festival is on Saturday, and I'll be performing alongside some amazing artists. We have David Slur, Jay Ritten, we have Daraja, Kayini, we have Shanice Sewell, Warrior King, Turbulence, Bushman. It's going to be an amazing show. The best part about this, Dianne, is that you have things to entice the children. So there'll be booths, there'll be craft vendors, there'll be a lot of food, because what is an event without food? And it's an affair for the entire family. Beach is nearby, river is nearby, so it's a fulsome experience, and I want for everybody to come out. It's at Pearly Beach in Oasis. So not too far, just far enough for you to leave the city behind, and not too far for your loss. The information is on Woodlands Festival's Instagram page, so definitely check it out. I need to hear them say that ticket sales go up.
Okay. I think you just sold the event. And many of the acts that you've mentioned who will be on the show have actually graced our stage for Live Tuesday.
Yes, Cool FM is like the best platform ever. You believe in us when nobody now listen to it. Cool Live Tuesdays. Live Tuesdays. Yes?
All right.
That now?
So thank you, McKada, for being our guest on Cool 97 FM. And we're wishing you all the success with the EP, the song Psst, all the recordings that you've done to date. And naturally, you can get them on social media platforms, the ones that are dominant. And we look forward to hearing more after the release of your EP so that we get the general reception to the work. All right?
Yes.
So we're going to go now to, let's see now, more music from McKada, and you're going to grace our stage once again.
I'm actually itching.
So G sharp is out there, and G sharp.
Yes,
for
G
those
sharp.
who don't know, G
yes,
sharp.
G sharp is the most amazing guitarist you'll ever find. He's very easy to work with, and he has a passion for what he does. So you definitely get top quality all the time. See, Mikey T can attest to it.
Yeah, he's a regular here.
Amazing human being, right? And so yeah, I'm really grateful for him.
Definitely a regular. All right, so we say good morning to all who are listening, and right now McKada is going to go back to our stage and perform for you.
We can grow together, you know. It is, you know, we expose you, we give you the room or the opportunity so you can expose yourself and grow as we can grow together and see the growth, you know. So
thank you so much, Mikey T. Thank you so much, Dianne. You guys have been instrumental from day one. I'm a lover. Thank you so much.
Okay. And don't forget,
Yashika.
PA system and audio support are kindly provided by Keymix Audio, the mixer's key. And also, in addition to listening to Cool 97 FM on whatever devices, you can also watch a delayed broadcast on our website. So go to KOOL97fm.com and click the Live Tuesday tab. That's where you're going to find the delayed broadcast for today's show and other episodes of Live Tuesday that you might have missed or that you'd love to relive. So we're continuing with the music of McKada here on Cool 97 FM. After McKada will be Jahmali.
Keep it locked to Cool 97 FM. This is McKada, MCKADA, and my upcoming single, you heard it first on Cool 97 AM. This is the first time anyone outside of us will be hearing this song, and it's called Carry Go Bring Home. Chatty, 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 chatty. La, da, 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 da. Hey, carry go bring, come bring go data. Me sight it from a mile away. Dig and plant people business like a farmer. Nothing good for say, yeah. I wanna run inside. I wanna hide away. Don't bring no so on ya. Fi drag down the energy, no. Not today. No way. Say no. Chatty, yeah. No way. Was basking in my solitude and your company intrudes. Really not interested, I start to spoil the mood. Wrong loaf with someone else. Idleness not good for health. Sit by and daydreaming while you're chatting off your head. When are you leaving? Go find something to do. Don't you come back and your number it black. People business been a one hear that. No. Not today. No way. Say no. Chatty. No. You're are defiling the temple, oh chatty chatty. A word to the wise, clean up your liberty. Yeah. Me rather walk alone than in bad company. Me woulda love you as a friend, but me not like your energy. No, 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 not today. No, 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 no way. Say no, 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 no chatty chatty. No, 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 no way. Hey. You carry go bring go data. My sight you from a mile away. Yeah. Say you chatty chatty. You chatty chatty. Yes, so if anybody try to mix you up today, tell them McKada say not today. And I'll leave you with this song. Males, this one's for you because the let out, ear out, a tired thing now work. Use your kind words and speak to the ladies. Yeah, 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 yeah. Everywhere I just psst. On the road I just psst. When I walk I just psst. Every day I just psst, psst. I'm not gonna gamble with my peace of mind. Good by myself cause this peace is mine. And if you ever try cross the line, you are gonna get a piece of my mind. You said hi and look once or twice. Out of respect to say good morning, hi. Now you wanna get some of my time. I carry on, are you cussing I and I? It make me tell you this blunt. You can't stand me around the ground. Who you are called clown. Mind you want to live up and run, run, run. And let me tell you this straight. Don't follow me, come on me gate. Me set the boundaries and you will try hate. Never something I make you never rate. Psst, Slim Thick is not my name. So if me don't answer my youth is not a shame. Got a lots on my mind, wealth on my brain. You want to deal with your emotional pain. You say from you see me, you know me a fraud. You said I'm smart, now you call me retard. How me for hype when I pass me, I pass it. Not the reason why me live for Tommy Yard. Cool 97. Me I tell you this blunt, you can't stand me over me. Oh, you a car clown. Mind you want to live up and run, run, run. And let me tell you this straight. Don't follow me, come on me gate. Me set the boundaries and you a try hate. Them is something I make you never rate. Psst. Cause everywhere I just psst. On the road I just. When I walk I just psst, psst. You are a bully but my face they am bright, sir. You don't fully if you come out at night cause you look like curry. And you forgot to bleach your knuckles. And me not responsible for your feelings. Me not know you, me and you know you don't know dealings. If you want look somebody out here, lead with love, not fair. Is it safe or with the bear or you? Right now me choose the bear. Me I tell you this blunt, you can't stand me on the ground. Who you a call clown? Mind you want to live up and run, run, run. And let me tell you this straight. Don't follow me, come on me gate. Must set the boundaries and you will try hate. Them is something I make you never rate. Psst. Cause everywhere I just psst. On the road I just. And when I walk I just psst, psst, psst. Thank you. My name is McKada, McKada, and that was psst.
So there's food for thought. Now we're going to welcome singer-songwriter Jahmali. And good morning and welcome to Cool 97's Live Tuesday. Now, one of the songs that still resonates with the listeners is El Shaddai. I don't know if you're tired of hearing people saying that, but it is the reality. and it was released early in your career. You've developed a signature of conscious messages. How did you come to find this spiritual conscious direction as an artist?
Wow, that's a very good question. It's a very good question. Well, how did I come to find it? Well, that's I have to really think about question. It was always there. I think it was always there until I realized that oh, I know everybody can sing. Because growing up, I used to think everybody can sing. You know what I mean? Or could sing, because my whole family was really musical. So
okay.
So it came at a time when So how I found this though is I think I just have a natural knack to see if I can, I always try to see the bigger picture. I think from my youth. So, my mom my mom started a basic school for the less fortunate in our neighborhood in Clarendon, and when I was like 15, 16 years old, she would call me and say, "Come and help me do this because I know you're good." So there are a lot of kids. I remember just last year I was in Bahamas, and there was this grown man looking at me, calling my name, my first name. I didn't know him. And he was calling out my first name, Well, that's how I know. Say, okay, you really know me for real. And he's like, "Oh man, you don't remember me? You teach me, man. You teach me how to read. You taught me. You don't remember me? When I was 5 years old, my people couldn't afford to send me to school. So so I began to develop a more community mindset, seeing how I can, help people, empower them to at least understand what they really are deal with. I think I may have so much clarity from you. It was the hardest thing for deal with. Because you have friends around you who tell us, you don't really talk to them all the time, but all of a sudden you say, "Yeah, let's go like you know everything." Yeah, when was the last time we talk about something that we know really, if you say that? Also, so this thing that grow inside of me is trying to express. I think the next thing I should mention is that we never talk till me a problem about 4 or 5 years old.
So in that time, you were probably just observing and taking in all around you.
Yes.
Now, that in itself is a lot of learning taking place. Because, you listen a lot, you observe a lot.
Yes.
But you don't necessarily have to say anything.
To say anything.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but the messages are still coming at you and you're processing.
Yes.
Now, you released the album Pleasant Place in 2023.
Yes.
Tell us a little about that project. How many tracks, for example? What kinds of messages we'll find on it? And then we also want you to talk to us about your latest single.
Okay. So my last album, the last serving that I served up, this album Pleasant Place really has to do with several different ways. You can look at it. It's a pleasant place in your heart, in your mind, or around you, your immediate environment. And think me understand it growing up. In this music business, I learned so much through music by meeting people, diverse people from all over the world. I learn and garner through experience and with knowledge, and wisdom. I get to realize that people really need to find a inner sanctuary, and I think that people really define themselves by the exterior too much. What's outside of them, and so Pleasant Place is more really introspective. I know from a long time, say my songs that I write were always like state of mind songs. Me just coming into like being more a storyteller. I could do it, but I realized that there's so many storytellers here, and you can't really tell a story all the time to address the issue that you really want to address. Sometimes you have to just go straight to the point without having to tell a story. So I sang them really as state of mind songs. You get what I'm saying? And so Pleasant Place, all the songs are really about who you are, where you stand, the square where you stand in society today, how you understand yourself. I think one of the most important thing for us as people to understand is how the world works. You understand? And a lot of us may try to convey that in my music. So you understand how yourself work or how you work with the world around you. But the most important thing if you understand is yourself.
Oh.
And that's what I really try to do in my music, more spiritually.
What's the latest single that you're working on?
It's called Lost Advantage.
Lost Advantage.
Yes.
And Lost Advantage.
When you
what's it all about?
Well, Lost Advantage is like this. I call it Lost Advantage because it's not the last, it's lost. When you've had the advantage and you lose it. You have when you had the advantage in a situation and you lose it because of your own recklessness or because you're not paying attention. You know, like in a relationship, because you're not paying enough attention, and then she liked you and you know that she did like you, but you're not paying enough attention, then you lose the advantage that you had with her. So it's kind of a stuff like that. You get what I'm saying?
All right, so that's a single that's already out there. But any major projects you're working on?
Well, this project, yes. It's a single that it was released this month on my birthday, as a matter of fact, the 5th of April. Oh. So the song is still like 15 days old on the street. And I'll be having, what I'm recording, really, I was planning to drop another album because I have the material. Wow. But then I realized, I always like to say this, an artist, colleague of mine, had stepped up to me years ago and said, Jahmali, you're a great artist, that's fine, but you're not visible. You need visibility. And I was saying, okay, I never really thought about it like that. 'Cause to me, I'm working. It's the reward for me is making the music. It's the creative process of it. It's the reward for me in the music. It's not the fame and the money and all of this. It's not that the reward for me. So may I say, so may I say, okay, I wanted to release an album. However, I'm an independent artist, to take time and resources and so on. So, but I realized that I have the tracks, so I just remember about visibility. Thank you so much, McKada. Big up yourself. When we realize about visibility, is that okay? I'll use this as an opportunity to do what I'm doing right now to release more new songs. And so for this summer coming up, I think this week I'll be having 2 new songs released this week. Okay. And for the summer, I'll be having a slew of singles being released this year. So you guys going to hear from me.
So we can tune into all the music platforms to access your music.
Yes.
All right. So we look forward to great things from you, Jahmali.
Okay. Well, let me just see this. Let's make Cool 97 FM.
Mikey, we're not hearing you.
Yes.
Let's make Cool 97 FM one of the main platform, because we want it back with a live band.
All right.
Yeah, so you can showcase
express myself.
Stuff,
all right.
Give you more time. And that's what we're about, right? A thing of quality has no fear of time, my friend. And you made the work, all right?
Oh my God, Mikey, thank you so much for offering me that. It means a lot to me. See, I'm going to come forward and make it happen.
All right, we're going to the break right now on Cool 97 FM. Jahmali will be performing for us as we come back from the break.
Persons who hunger for knowledge are the ones that get ahead.
Importance of renewable energy. Jamaica is recognized as a land of wood and water, both sources of renewable energy. Using hydropower.
Live from the Cool 97 FM studios, it's the latest in music, views, and interviews. It's Live Tuesday. Live from the Cool studios, 7 to 9 a.m., April 22. Jahmali returns with a spiritual sound. Plus, writer Kwame McPherson heads to Abu Dhabi. Then it's McKada with fiery social commentary.
Every day I just...
That's Live Tuesday, April 22, from 7 to 9 a.m., hosted by Dianne and Michael Thompson. It's all happening on Cool 97 FM and cool97fm.com. And brought to you by Ashanti Oasis Vegetarian Catering, Alkavida Alkaline Drinking Water, and Keymix Audio. Live Tuesday on Cool 97 FM, getting to the root of the music.
Go to the supermarket, ask about their vegan veggie balls, and they're available at all major supermarkets island-wide. Call 876-458-9859. Now remember, in addition to listening to Live Tuesday on Cool 97, you can also watch a delayed broadcast of this and other episodes by visiting KOOL97fm.com and clicking the Live Tuesday tile. So we just spoke with Jahmali. He's our final guest on the show for this week. And now we're going to close out this week's edition with his performance. So, remember now, Live Tuesday, Ashanti Oasis Vegetarian Catering, bringing you Jahmali.
Hey, thanks for having me. Cool FM, Mikey. This is the Dianne, big up yourself. Yeah, Jamaica. I'm in it to win it. Oh, say it and I mean it. I can't say I'm surprised with your cold shoulder. I'm battling demons in my life like believers in church. No one likes being taken for granted, given less for more. Crying over lost advantage, and it's hurting me to the core. That's when I know that I'm surely in love with you, my dear. Because you showed me the love that I need from you, yes. Oh. Did you know that I'm surely in love with you, my dear? And I'll give all that I have, 'cause your love completes me. Everybody loves to be loved in every way that they can. Take no notes or no counseling by no charlatan. They say you woke up upon me, recognize me no more. Well, I said ignore them, Jahmali, and I flown open the door. That's when I know that I'm surely in love with you, my dear. Because you showed me the love that I need from you, yes. Did you know that I'm surely in love with you, dear? I'm in it to win it. My love has no limit, so give me a minute. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, la la la. Oh, la la, so much. Oh, hey, hey. Love is a spark we need to see. Hey. That's how your love gonna be your time to set your consciences free. Do some good for humanity and cry, love people for peace and love. Oh, no, gosh, come on and cry, love people for peace and love. Oh, no, gosh, no. Don't tell me that. How good and how pleasant for us to see hygiene and sisters living in unity. Yeah. Don't give me that. Better you shut up your mouth. You're only instigating more effort on the route. Run out and cry, love people, yeah, for peace and love. respect and honor, bigger picture thing, yeah. Look at the bigger picture. We all need each other. Unity is the real deliverer. Oh wow, boy, yeah. Hey, this is Jahmali representing on Cool FM 97, Cool 97 FM. Yeah, the place to be. Whoa, praises be to the Almighty. Well, giants, here where we are going. For our sake, I make this plea. For the seed some people sowing, destroys peace and unity. And it's growing, it is showing. And peace and love in any language will remain one and the same. Power in the world, no stoppage to the calling of the Almighty's name. Cause it's worthy, oh the Almighty. Let's all rejoice in songs and sing.
Cool 97.
El Shaddai.
Double play.
Here I and I, like a child. Praises be on Cool 97 FM with Thompson Mikey. Well, Jayo, see where we are going. For our sake, I make us plea. For the seed some people sowing, destroys peace and unity. And it's growing, it is showing. And peace and love in any language will remain one and the same. Power in the world, no stoppage to the calling of the Almighty's name. Cause it's worthy, oh Jah Almighty. Let's all rejoice in songs and sing. El Shaddai, and I, like a child. Let our hearts apply. Look, in every man stand your plan. All they need to do is follow the spirit which is legit. That is how I and I will grow to know Him. Elohim. Well, some men are lovers of themselves. In this time, only a few will name love as something to be shared with me and you. What a pity. May Jah have mercy. Those without vision ain't got no destiny. El Shaddai, Ryan, like a child, let God supply. Honesty is dying. Modesty is suffocating. We need understanding on the way. El Shaddai. Here I like a child. Little rod supply. El Shaddai. When I cry, let Reuben live and never die. Oh, know him. And some men are lovers of themselves. And it's your time, only a few will name love as something that they know, to be shared with the massive and the crew. What a pity. May Jah have mercy. Let's all rejoice in songs and say, El Shaddai, here I and I, like a child. Let God supply. Whoa, 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 whoa.
answer. Ask about vegan vegetables at major supermarkets island-wide. Call 876-458-9859. Now, a big thank you to the team who worked on Live Tuesday this week. Michael Thompson, DJ, sound engineer, executive producer. Noran Price for graphics and social media. We have Ed Snez, you saw him earlier, as our videographer. Paul Dennis, broadcast technician. Yoshiko Graham, our producer. And there are many more Airtel Cool team members who helped to make the broadcast possible. And we definitely can't forget to say thank you to you, our cool listeners, for being a part of Live Tuesday for yet another week. Our guests, Kwame McPherson, McKada with G Sharp on guitar, and Jahmali. So, Jahmali, tell us something.
Yes, ma'am.
Where can we next catch you in live performance?
I'll be performing this time at a bridge in a mine, a Rastaman of a place right there at the golf course in New Kingston, right there on Oxford Road called Trotters. I'll be there on the 26th. I think it's this Friday. I have a lot of stuff coming up. And I'm happy I got you guys out the way because a long line. A lot of people are waiting in line to talk to me. I haven't been doing any interviews. I've been waiting on the right time to do all this stuff because I know people, there's so much noise that people are not, worried about or even curious about. There are more answers than questions, really. So me, Dianne, say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this, and I'm going to do the best. All the things that are lined up for me right now is like I'm trying to answer the people who've been asking for me all along. So I'm going to give you guys a slew of hit songs this year. Some really songs that really gonna stick with you, like El Shaddai. El Shaddai was a phenomenal song. I think a lot of people think that I'm still a one-hit wonder. That makes me laugh. I had 4 number 1 songs on that album. I think that song stick out so much to people. It's so timeless that I don't think that I can. I never tried to outdo myself. I didn't even know how that song come to me. I was just on the right frequency, and it was just a download. Trust me. So I hope we get more downloads like that.
I think the beauty of that song is that it has a point at which the audience can just sing out loudly. And that's when you sing the El Shaddai.
El Shaddai part, yes.
Yeah,
it's very
whether you sing croak, you get to join in somehow.
Yes, that's so true. That's so true. It's something.
So it's really catchy. Now, what other projects should we be made aware of as we march further into 2025?
Ooh. Well, as we march, projects of mine.
Yeah.
We have a few initiatives we're trying to do. With, me as a man, we love the community work and so on. And right now, unfortunately, in the Caribbean here, not in Jamaica, people from like Trinidad, them have a really terrible time, going on with crime over there right now.
Yes.
Crime and violence. It's really. So they've been asking, they reached out to me and asked me to kind of come on with the songs. Do you know in Trinidad the people know every single line words of my songs? Yes, so I think they really take it seriously. They want me to come and speak to the youths them over there.
So in terms of collaborations, whether with other artists or lending your voice to conscious causes. So, for example, you say that Trinidad has this crime problem.
Right.
Aligning yourself with their police force, for example, to bring positivity in terms of messaging or advertising. How do you see yourself lining up for 2025 and beyond?
Oh my God! Trust me, the possibilities are endless, limitless. And
if they want to contact you for such causes, how do they go about doing that?
Well, I'm online and Jahmali on Facebook, the real Jahmali on Instagram. I would say that phone numbers are almost like obsolete nowadays. So when it comes to that, so I'll say go to
social media.
Go to social media. You'll find me if you really want to find me. And let me say that I want to big up the people who are working with my publicist party out of New York. Big up yourself, Fleur Lindsay. There are people out there who are working with me. and who have joined in because they believe in what I'm doing, and they've joined in to really help me to push this forward. So really and truly, more I say, if you really want to reach me, just know that Jahmali is not so much in the mainstream. He's an artist with purpose and a mission. So if you really want to find me, you will find me.
Social media, the best
the
place
best
right
way to
now.
find me, yes.
All right, so Jahmali, we have 3 minutes. You have anything further you want to sing for us?
Oh, well.
Because I'm going to my cool flight pack at 3 minutes to the top of the hour.
Well, if you guys can find another track, yes.
All right.
Chapter 11.
All right, so while Jahmali makes his way to our microphone.
Babylon Bankrupt. Ashes and Dust.
On the outside, we're just going to get ready. And I want to say thank you once again to the artists or cool listeners, the members of staff behind the scenes who have worked on Live Tuesday, and to our sponsors, Health Creation Industries in White Marl, St. Catherine, with Alkavida Alkaline drinking water, improve your health, bottled by them. Their telephone number is 876-649-0386. The Ashanti Oasis Vegetarian Catering. As the official caterer of Live Tuesday, ask about their vegan veggie balls at major supermarkets island-wide, 876-458-9859. And thanks to Keymix Audio. The mix is key for PA and sound support. Next week, Tuesday, we'll have another edition of Live Tuesday.
Whoa, whoa. From the top down, them pop down. Oh, yeah. White collar criminal. They eat the bread of the saint. Left the economy in a hospital. With no release date. And then no response, man, and then no response. All when dead a Jonah, I have to give thanks, man, I have to give thanks to a Baba Jonah, cause in him I trust. Cause Babylon bankrupt is a good thing, say man can show. Babylon ashes and dust. Yeah. Holy eagle, dragon and bear. Make no sense, you gotta leave out of here and declare. Yeah. From generation to generation, what fall off a head drop burn. Shoulders. Jah deliver we more from this situation. What fall off a head drop burn. Shoulders. Hey. And sometimes we drop a ground. How come we tell you and you? Hey, I carry you. Everybody knows something. Oh, without LOVE, we're all in the dungeon. Our faith is your currency and it's good to spend. Yeah. Without it, we're facing chapter 11. Yes, in him I trust. As Babylon bankrupt is a good thing, say man can show. Cause Babylon ashes and dust. Is a good thing, say man can show. Cause Babylon ashes and dust. Oh, yeah. From generation to generation. What fall off a head drop on shoulders. Shall deliver with more out of every situation. What fall off a head drop on shoulders. And sometimes it drop a ground. How come we know that and you don't? I owe you, owe me, everybody owes something. Without LOVE, we are trapped in the dungeon. Faith is your currency and it's good to spend. Oh, without it we're facing chapter 11. Cause in him I trust. Cause Babylon bankrupt is a good thing, seven conscious. Cause Babylon ashes under. Oh, yeah. Cool FM.